Me, Grimlock, say him cash grab and unfair that he come with Dinobot sword. Hey, ain't that the truth though, right? I mean, not trying to start on a negative note, but man, dude, I really do like this Grimlock, and I actually like this comic thing that they got going on. I think the box art is beautiful. One of the few boxes that I'm actually keeping. And from what I understand, this and Shockwave and all of them, they kind of like create a set. But man, I think it's just really, really, really unfortunate that they've included the Dinobot swords with him. And, well, with Swoop, it's a little bit forgivable because that's like the main line. But I'm just like, what about the folks who can't afford this guy? What about the folks who can't get this? I guess there's third party and there's aftermarket and stuff like that, but I think that's a little unfair, dude. The Dinobots are iconic, having both the swords and blasters, and the fact that this is one of the few ways in which you can get them, I don't know, man. It just strikes me as a little bit unfair, dude. I think that's not right. But again, that is just me. I mean, and of course, I'm speaking from the perspective of someone who actually owns all of these things. And I think that's great for me. But what about other folks? What about other folks, you know? And so, anyway, let's pop this guy open and I'll stop with my griping. And we can compare him to the other Grimlocks. I brought all the other ones with me as well, including the yellow G2 one or something. But anyway, let's take a look at this dude. Actually, before we go into all of this, let's take a look at the box one more time in greater detail. This is from the comic, right? Back in the day, the Marvel comics. Oh, it's just Takara Tomy up here, actually, huh? But I believe this is from Marvel Comics, right? And I think it's great. I like it. I like the whole gimmick over here. I do. I really, really, really do. This is just the thing that kind of makes me a little bit salty. It's fine, though. I mean, sure. He comes with that crown. Very, very nice. And I'm happy to have a crown for Grimlock. The swords, of course, I'm happy to have them in my collection, but I don't know, man. I just feel like there should have been another method by which you can collect these swords. Something that's more along in the main lines, because this is not necessarily... Okay, toys are not necessarily a must-have. These are all like wants, right? But it's like there's been so many other Grimlocks that have been released, and to try to incentivize the sale of this one by including these like really, really... what's the term I'm looking for? Desirable swords for the other Dinobots. I get it. It's a marketing gimmick and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. I just don't feel good about it, huh? I don't know if you share that sentiment with me or if I'm just overreacting, but let me take him out of the package so we can take it. So we can look at him further. Removing these little plastic things and having them fall everywhere is really triggering for me, so just give me 1 second, okay? All right, here we have him out. Cash Grabimus Rex. Okay, I'm just being a little bit salty. I'm doing it intentionally just to have a little bit of humor and talk with y'all, but there's a little bit of truth in what I'm talking about. And so, first of all, just objectively, he looks incredible. The paint scheme, the comic look, this kind of, I know it's not cell shading. I don't know what to call this, but maybe it is cell shading or whatever this is. It's great. I love the little Bend-Aid dots, the little dots over here that you see in comics, just to have that fully really kind of accentuate and embrace that comic look, I think is incredible. I'm really shocked that there's actually paint inside the wing panels over here, and there are some other bits like these red joints over here that help it stand out. I never noticed them before. I mean, they exist obviously on all the other Grimlocks as well, but only on him because there's so much paint and there's so much contrast. Am I able to appreciate more of this? And so, yeah, and even this, the way this is all colored, it's really quite beautiful. It's a very, very nice piece. I didn't think I would like it as much as I'm doing now, as I like it now. And boy, look at that. Look at that dino face. Look how expressive. And it even looks like he got those like mean eyebrows painted in like Asian and Latino ladies do sometimes. You know what I'm talking about, dude? They got that eyebrow game on point, dude. But yeah, dude, it looks good. It looks good. I am disappointed, again, in this stuff. Because I'm looking at these, and among the swords that are included, I don't think any of these are Grimlocks. I believe Grimlock's actual sword is included with Swoop. I mean, like, come on, dude. I just bought a Grimlock, and I don't even get his sword, which again will just kind of force you to buy Swoop. I mean, not force you, but you understand what I mean, right? They're incentivizing your purchase, and I think that's great. And if you're a completionist, sure, this is wonderful because you're being rewarded for spending money with Hasbro, and I think that's great. But what about everyone else? What about everyone else, you know? I think it would have been much preferred if they had just released this crown thing in a separate pack, maybe $15, $20 or something like that. I don't know. I'm sure folks would have complained too. But to put this out of reach behind this kind of paywall is it just doesn't sit right with me. And again, I'm talking from the perspective of an individual that owns all of these things, and I bought Swoop and I'm gonna get it and stuff like that. But really, you couldn't even include the Grimlock sword over here? Like, I think this belongs to Sludge. This might be Slag or Snarl, and I don't know, dude. But I'm pretty sure Grimlocks actually comes with Swoop, and they don't even mention on the packaging. They just kind of like say like it's like a dual wielded blade. No, it's not. No, it's not. Just say it outright. You're trying to force purchases on people, and I don't know, dude. I don't know why that's sitting so uneasy with me. But it is what it is. I'll move past that because it's not really contributing towards this particular review or situation. But I guess I just don't believe in those types of particular sales practices. As somebody who has worked in sales and has been forced to adopt such types of sales philosophies, I never enjoyed it. And perhaps that's what might be it. Perhaps that's what it is. Because as part of my job, I was forced to do things like that, and I never liked it. And experiencing it in the wild, I understand it, but again, I just don't agree with it. But anyway, enough of that, right? Okay, so everything is identical in terms of like who he is. They didn't make any like mold changes and stuff. There is definitely mold degradation though. And one of the things that I noticed first is this. The other Grimlocks don't do this. Or not as freely. See that? I'm exerting the same amount of force, but this is actually stuck here. There's something that's catching it like a lip or something like that. And I'm going to check on this one. And by the way, I wasn't even going to buy this one because, to be completely honest, I'm not a fan of this scheme. But somebody was selling it really cheap. Okay, so this one has it too. This one's a little bit loose. Now I'm going to check the Shattered Glass one, which arguably is my favorite of the colors. I love the Triptychon scheme that he has on him. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm tripping, dude. It's only the first guy that is really tight, so I kind of take back what I said about the mold degradation. His just might be a little bit tighter than the rest, and perhaps he can do it too. But going back to him, man. Dude, I like him a lot. I like him a lot. Way more than I thought I would. And let's see. How's this go on? Oh, okay, just like that. I guess. I mean, yeah, it kind of looks cool. Also looks like he went to Burger King. You know what I'm saying, dude? I don't know if they still give out those crowns, but hold on for a second. I'm gonna grab the what is it? The crown of the Primal's crown, Maximal crown. 1 second, all right. All right, I can tell that it's already not gonna fit. But dude, I love the ornate detail on this thing, dude. Look how magnificent that is, dude. Even look like I got some like infinity stones up in the front, you know, this is beautiful. No, it's not going to fit on him. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we have a crown that fits on him. Let me try it on OG Grimlock, especially because the gold is perhaps the best fit with this one. Meet Grimlock say, welcome to Burger King. Yeah, that crown doesn't look great, dude. But again, maybe that's what it looks like in the comics. I think it does look cool from the sense that it just looks like it's a shattered piece of granite or something like that. But as a crown, that's not very impressive. But that's cool, man. You get a hat. Party hat. Yay! Anyway, let me move these three guys from... let me get these guys off camera. We can focus on him and just kind of run through the transformation because it's kind of fun and allows us to talk, or allows me to talk to you at least, right? So give me 1 second. I'm going to move them off camera. I'll be right back, okay? All right, let me just talk about the sword thing one more time. So since I work in sales, how I would have done this is I would have included them kind of like a BAF type thing, you know, where you collect them all. But I would have included them with mainline stuff that people would have generally bought anyway. Perhaps one with Optimus, perhaps one with Ultra Magnus, like stuff that you know people would have bought. Perhaps one with Megatron even, or something like that. That would allow you to collect all of these for the Dinobots, or in the very purest, simplest form, why not just include them with the Dinobots, right? Anyway, enough about that. Let's get this guy transformed. And to be completely honest, I don't quite remember how to transform him. But let's go through it. Drew it. It looks like the hands will just kind of fold up over here. Dude, love this blue, dude. Love this blue. I really like this guy's deco. Shattered Glass Grimlock might be my favorite just because I like how the oranges and the purple play off one another. And, you know, Decepticon, baby. Got to go with the home squad. Original Grimlock is pretty good too, but this is This is really, really nice. Yeah. And if you're asking, no, I'm not a Decepticon. I'm really more like punch counter punch, situational, flip sides if necessary. But yeah, I don't really believe one side is good or bad. Everyone's trying to achieve some form of peace. Okay. Neat. You know, I think it was Masterpiece Grimlock that first introduced this type of this transformation with the whole leg like that. And I remember it was a big eye-opener to the whole community. Everyone was like, whoa, dig that. Yeah, and then since then, everyone's kind of like followed suit. Oh, everyone's kind of followed suit. All right, man. Hold up. All right, I was pushing it up too much. I was trying to get this aligned with this, but I should have just paid attention to this over here, this cell shading or whatever that is. But yeah. Oh, I forgot to say, yo, I hope everyone's having a great day. I hope everyone is having a great day. Hello to everyone out there in TV land. And if you're not having a great day, well, I certainly hope that it is positioned in a trajectory where things can get better. Yeah, I really do. I really do. If we were all still living tribal in a community, you know, we'd be working together to try to improve everyone's situation collectively together, because as a village, we would roam as a squad, you know, and everyone's kind of happiness and peace was all kind of like interlinked to some degree, but we're not like that. And so the most that I can do for you really is just kind of wish you positivity and send it your way, and hope that somehow in some weird butterfly effect type thing that well wishes and prayers and things like that have some type of effect. Yeah, cool. Nice little bendy dots over here. They almost look like baseball lights at a park or something like that, right? I think I'm doing everything right. I mean, I've transformed this several times, but it's been a while, dude. The dino neck is incredible, dude. I really dig it a lot. And per Grimlock transformations, this... Okay, yeah. This ratchets... Not ratchets, but it swings down. And maybe the legs need to be straighter. To kind of get all of this in there. It's a little bit of extra yellow. Leg. The tail's a little stubbly wobbly, but then Grimlock's always been kind of like that, right? I don't know how flush this is supposed to be. With maybe... Okay. Kind of getting that. And the head looks like it bends down like that. And this comes together. And I want to say, does this catch like on a lip? Is there like a lip thing that I have to envelop? Okay. I think I did it. Close that up. Is there anything here? Is it just like that? I think I did it right. If I missed something, it's probably pretty minor. It probably doesn't make that much of a difference. But here we have him, dude. Dude, I'm digging it, dude. That eyebrow game on fleek, son. I know people don't say fleek anymore, dude, but yo, that eyebrow game, dude. What you got on that, mommy? What you got on that, dude? Does this do anything? No. Oh, okay. Okay. The homie from Netherlands, DVZ, Daniel Van Zulen, he created Dino Riders like some type of harness, if I recall. I think it was DVZ who created that, and that was really neat. And I replicated it for Slag, I think, but I believe he did it for Grimlock, and I remember being so impressed by that. And so when I see that, me and homie are probably from like the same generation or something. And this, I guess, shout out to DVZ, and hope your family's doing well, bud. Bro, what can I get this in here, dude? All right, man, I'm not gonna do that, dude. But okay, I know it's supposed to kind of hang in there, and then so we have him in his dinosaur mode. Pretty cool, right? Pretty neat. Got that chunky wonky junk on the tail over here, but I wish the legs would kind of tab in a little better. Maybe I'm doing something wrong as my voice trails off and goes up several pitches. But yeah, look at that nice meaty chunk. It's like a lobster tail or something, you know? But very, very nice. Very, very nice. It is our boy, me, Grimlock, me, Cash Grabbimus Rex. But I'll stop with that. Again, Hasbro is a company, and just like any company, a business, it is a organization brought together for the purposes of making profit. And if they felt like this is the most way to make profit off of these things and generate cash, then that's what they're going to do. And last thing I'll say, actually, completely unrelated to this, we're pretty much done with this review, but it's about profit and stuff like that. If you want to think about like your country and you want to ask, does my country put people first, or does it put cash first, or what does it place first? But a big question is, does it put its people before anything else? And all you got to do is ask yourself these things. Does your country allow its system, its economic system, to profitize off of medicine, like healthcare, off of education, off of real estate? Those three things, right? Real estate meaning like home, health, and education. If your country allows you to maximize profits from those things, it is not putting its citizens first. And so I'm a citizen of the United States and I love my country to death. But unfortunately, this is a country that does not promote its citizens first, because healthcare is privatized, real estate, all education, all of it may not be privatized, but they are heavily profited off of. And basically, those basic needs, those are not wants, those are needs. So again, to simplify it, if your country allows its system to profit off of people's needs, it is not putting its people first. That's all I got to say. And that's all you got to think about as well. And that will lead you to a whole slew of other things as well, a whole slew of other trains of thought. But just know that this country does not put its people first. It's money first. And as long as you recognize that, and as long as you know what the rules of the games are, you can navigate it. But just make sure you know what the rules of the games are so you know who and what to trust. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Maybe I'll talk about that more in another video, okay? Have a nice day. Bye.